Hi, how are you today? I am so glad that you're here. Today, I'm going to create a really simple everyday makeup look for my mature skin. Everything I'm going to use is from Amazon. If we haven't met before, my name's Dawn. I'm from Just Doing My Best. I'm 56. You need to know I have very oily, mature skin, and I love bringing you super simple makeup tips. This is kind of a get ready with me. Everything that I'm going to use is from Amazon, and I have a handful of things that have slowly become my favorite makeup items, things I reach for all the time, and they're almost exclusively sold at Amazon. So let's get started. One of the first ways that I like to prep my skin, of course, I have skincare on, but before I put a drop of makeup on, I start with setting spray. I'm using the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. This is one of my favorites for around $10. You can't beat it. Today, I'm going to use it in place of a primer. I often fill in my brows before foundation. I just put out this video here on some really great tips to get brow markers to work for you if you have mature skin. Today, I am using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in the color Taupe. So I am applying my brows before foundation. This foundation that I'm going to use next, it has been phenomenal. And even though I have oily skin, if you need something that is easy to use, easy to travel with, good for your skin and hydrating, you're going to love this. This is the Misa Cushion Foundation. If you've never used a cushion foundation, basically there's a little sponge in here that has all of the foundation. So you don't have to worry about a glass bottle, something breaking, something spilling in your makeup bag. It is very, very good for your skin. If I'm not mistaken, I think it has an SPF of 50. It's Korean skincare. They are just at the forefront of good makeup that's so good for your skin. You do not need a lot of this. A little goes a long way and is beautiful, beautiful coverage. This is definitely skincare meets makeup. Makeup that is really good for your skin, really easy to use, and I'm using the number 23. I do want to keep this look pretty simple today, a really simple everyday makeup look. I'm not going to use much eye makeup at all, but I am going to use an eye primer. If you're like me, you're older and your eye area is red, discolored, showing veins, I discovered this eye primer not too long ago. This is a higher end. This is actually the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, which that brand tends to be higher end, but stick with me on this. You don't need hardly any of this at all. That I ordered the travel size for under $15, and this little tube will probably last me for years. Here's what I do. I just kind of squeeze it up a little bit and just get a touch of it on the end. That's it. And that's all I need for the one eye. So I didn't even squeeze any of it out. When I squeezed some of the product out of the tube, I ended up with entirely too much product. A little goes a long way. Even at $13 for the travel size, you're definitely going to get your money's worth out of this eye primer. Next, I'm going in with an under eye color corrector. I love a color corrector. If you have problems with dark circles and again, your concealer is not serving you anymore, you may need to use a color corrector. This one, super cheap and cheerful, easy to find. I love this one. think this runs about $6. Next, I'm going in with concealer. This is not a difficult concealer to find on Amazon, but I have found very few places other than Amazon where you can find this. This is the Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer, Hyaluronic Acid, and Waterproof. This is one of my favorites. I would love to know if this is one of your first videos here on my channel. If it is, I would love it if you said hello in the comments. And if you enjoy simple makeup tips, affordable beauty, if you like elevated casual outfits, come over and find me on Facebook or Instagram at Just Doing My Best and say hi over there. Okay, now concealer. Since I've already used color corrector to cancel out some of the darkness, the dark circles, I can use half as much concealer now. I know we always find as we get older, we think we need more concealer. Really, the biggest area that we need concealer is that inner corner. That's what makes us look so tired. I have another product from Catrice. I'm going to use this now and in a little while. This is the Catrice Shape and Define Contour Stick, under $10. I think the packaging is a little bit different now. I'm going to contour my jawline really quick. For setting powder, and we're sticking with Amazon, one of my favorite setting powders is the Morphe Bacon Set, but it has been harder to find on Amazon. So here's my second choice. From SheGlam, this is the Instant Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder. I really like this. I'm using the color Bisque. Two of my newest favorite finds on Amazon lately are blushes. The first one we're going to use is a liquid blush. The setting powder was from SheGlam. This liquid blush is also from SheGlam. This little applicator here, all of the blush is already on there, and you do not need a lot. That's all I'm going to use. This color is called Love Cake. It also comes in shimmer. I'm using the matte version. And I try to stay away from shimmer as much as possible. Not entirely, but as much as possible. With our mature skin, we're getting fine lines and wrinkles. The shimmer, the sparkle tends to amplify that. I do not need any help. And these SheGlam blushes are about $7. You cannot beat it. Such a good color payoff. These are very pretty. Just like we set our foundation with powder or we set our concealer with powder, I'm going to set this liquid blush with a powder blush. This is one of my favorite blushes that I have found period recently. This is a line called Koki. That's where my mascara is from also. And these pans are beautiful when you see them. And I think these come in about 10 colors. And these blushes, if I'm not mistaken, are also under $10. And because we're not going to use a lot of makeup and I'm not going to use a lot of eye makeup, I'm going to use this blush to set that liquid blush, but also to give myself a little bit of color above my eyes as well. I love these blushes so much, and I just think layering them liquid and then powder on top is just a great way to get a lot of longevity out of your makeup. It looks very feminine. It looks very pretty. And since I'm not going to use much eye makeup at all, let's do something pretty with the highlighter. This is the other end of the Shape and Define contour stick from Catrice. Remember, I contoured my jawline, so now the other end is a highlighter. I'm gonna do a couple of things. First of all, I'm gonna take it, go down the center of my nose. I'm gonna use a little bit just on toward the inner corner and the middle of my eyelid. I'm not going to take this out to the outer corner, just in the middle and toward the inside. Then I'm going to take a small little smudging brush, and I will link all the brushes that I'm using down in the comments. You could skip this part altogether if you wanted to. I'm going to take this little smudging brush. That's all I'm going to do. Draws the eye up a little bit. I love this. I'm going to take a little of this and just go on the inner corner just to give myself a more awake look. Let's line our lips. This lip liner, one of the only places I can find this right now is on Amazon, and unfortunately, I have linked this before. And when I linked it before, it was about $9. All of a sudden, I gave out the link and it was $18. I don't know what happened. I have been using this lip liner almost exclusively lately. Lips are lined, and if you like a barely there lip, you don't tend to use a lot of lip liner, that's fine. I will usually line my lips earlier in the day, spray my face with setting spray, and then just go on about my day. Maybe I'll line them again later in the day. Maybe I won't. This lip product, fantastic. This is a really good dupe or a lookalike for Juicy Lips by Tarte. I'm telling you, if you were blindfolded, you wouldn't know the difference, really. Very melty, very moisturizing, shiny. It's so pretty and feminine. Before mascara, let's lock this entire look in place with another spritz of the setting spray. If you've been here before, you know my very favorite mascara in the entire world, hands down, is the highly rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara from Milani. But if tubing mascara is not your thing and you want something that does it all but does not break the bank, this Kokie Volume and Length Mascara, so good. It looks good all day long, washes off easily with soap and water. You can't beat this. So what do you think? Are you going to try something new? I will link everything down in the description below. Everything super affordable, very good quality, easy to find on Amazon. I really believe these are some of the best makeup products for mature skin on Amazon. Let me know if you're going to try any of these. Thank you so much for being here. God bless. Go out today and do your best, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.